right, we are talking about lesson unit 6.4 today, fractions, decimals, and percent. And you are going to be able to translate rationals into fractions, decimals, and percent. Whatever. Well, actually, I'm going to ask you to do it all three ways most of the time. So, first thing, a percent. A percent is a ratio. It is a part of, what's its whole? 100. A percent is part of 100. So you write it, when you say it's part of 100, that means it's a fraction, something over 100. Okay? So it's some kind of percent that you have over 100 in whole number form, not in the decimal form. 88%, 88 over 100, and you simplify. What's that? 44 over 50, and then I simplify again, 22 over 25. Now clearly if you got an 88% on the test, this is how I look at it. But this is more simplified version, okay? 120%. 120 over 100, which is 1 in 20 over 100, which is 1 in what?
1/5.
Thank you. 1 and 1/5. Divide them both by 20. 87.5% is 87.5 out of 100. And I can't simplify that anymore.
Is it because of the decimal?
Yes, it's because of that darn decimal. And also 87 is prime. I'm about 99.9% sure.
But if it was 80,
Wait, what's 8 plus 7? 15? No, 3 goes into it. 87 is not prime. 3 goes into it. Okay. Every rational number can be written as a, somebody give me one. Fraction. Fraction, I heard decimal, and percent. Okay? Every number, and maybe I'll actually write it out, it might look better. Every number can be written as a fraction, a decimal, or a percent, and you just need a little refresher on how you translate them. This is just showing, I just have some examples. A fourth is 0.25, which is 25%. A 20th, 0.05, which is 5%. 2 over 1 is 2.0, which is 200%. Okay? We use this a lot in real life when you think about your test scores. You usually translate them from a fraction. You got a fraction of them right. Let's say you got 34 out of 37 on an assignment or test. Well, then you translate that into a decimal. 34 divided by 37 is 0.9189. And what I do as a teacher is tell you, okay, you got 92%. I just moved that over 2 and I rounded it up. Okay? That's how we use it, real life. So, we need to know fractions to decimals, top divided by bottom. Calculator, okay. Okay, calc is okay with this unit. We already did a mini unit without calculator with our rational unit we did. So calcs are totally okay with this. 3 over 8 as a decimal, what is it? I heard somebody.
0.375.
3.375. 4 sevenths as a decimal.
0.57.
Yeah, I'm going to say 5 7. Okay, 1 3/5 as a decimal. You would do 1.6. Decimals to fractions, again, something we already did. The number over the place value. So the number is 4, 10 is the place value, 2/5. 36 is the number, 100 is the place value. What is that? 18/50ths, 9/25. 5.4 4/10, 5 2/5. Again, my goal here is just to refresh you. It is important for tomorrow to know how to apply all these skills. All it is today is just translating between the 3 different forms. Percents, if we want to translate from a percent to a decimal, you move the decimal 2 places to the left. So 65%, the decimal is really sitting right here, is 0.65. 7.4%, move it 2 spots to the left, is 0.074. 3%, 2 spots to the left, 1, 2, is 0.03. And 28.5% is 0.285. The only thing I notice students really struggle with is if I have a super small percent, kids seem to struggle with that. Like a 0.03%. If I said that I had a 0.03% in growth, and let's say I had a stock market growth, so I didn't grow much. Students like to say that is the same as 3, but it's really, when you translate it, it's 0.0003. Okay, so it's the really small ones that kids tend to mess up. So just remember the rule that if you're translating from percent to decimal, move it 2 spots to the left. And lastly, decimal 2%, 2 spots to the right. 0.32 is 32%. 0.07 is 7%. And 0.282, 28.2%. Is that it? That was the last page, right?
No, wait, no,
There's
two.
Oh, this is huge for tomorrow, knowing that any percent is really a fraction out of 100. You put it over 100, but don't put the percent sign. So if I said I got 36%, what did I get in fractional form? You say I got 36 out of 100, which is, yeah, I just did this one. I didn't even remember. 9 out of 25. If I say I got 56%, I got 56 out of 100. Thank you. 28 over 50, which is 14 over 25. And then if I got 275, whoa, extra credit, huh? My goodness. 275 out of 100, which 100 goes into 275 2 times. So 2 3/4. Okay. And lastly, 7.6 out of 100. I'll leave it like that because of the decimal. Okay. And then we got mixture examples. I want you to go through and convert them into all 3 forms. So here I have percent, so I want it converted into a fraction and a decimal. I want this converted into a decimal and fraction, and so forth. So you should have all 3 forms of the rational representation. All right, 2% is 0.02, which is 2 out of 100, which is 1/50th. I usually go from the percent to the decimal, then decimal to fraction. 0.22 is 22%, which is 22 out of 100, 11 over 50. 3 3/5 is 3.6, which is 360%, and that's it. That's all I had to do for that one. 4/9 is 0.4 repeat. I'm gonna just say 0.44. Ooh, no, we know how to write that as a fraction. Oh, we already did it as a fraction, which is 44.4%. Remember how to write repeating decimals as fractions? Remember when we we assigned x to equal the pattern? 0.03% is going to be 0.0003, which is 3 out of tenths, hundredths, thousandths, 10,000. This would be 212%, 2 and 12 hundredths, 2 and 6 25ths, 50th, which is 2 and 3 25ths.
What does that say under 4 over 9?
0.4 repeat.
What's one underneath?
And the other one is 44.4%.
Oh.
All right, that is it.